You're sitting in a cafe in Medellin, your rent is due, and you open your banking app only to see the words, account restricted. According to AML Compliance Monitor, account freeze complaints from mobile IPs jumped 340% in Q1 2026. Traditional banks have fully automated the Nomad purge, using AI to flag anyone whose IP address doesn't match their residential history. Most digital nomads are one algorithm update away from being financially stranded. The era of the simple checking account is over. The rules of global banking have fundamentally shifted heading into 2027. In the past, you could keep a US or EU address on file and travel indefinitely. But as of May 2026, Know Your Customer or KYC protocols have become ruthlessly efficient. Per the EU's AMLD5 directive, KYC is the mandatory identity verification process that requires both proof of identity and proof of address. The pain point for us is that providing a stable proof of address while traveling is nearly impossible. Many of the best online banks of 2026, recently highlighted by Forbes, still require a primary residence in the country of incorporation. If their systems detect you've been in Thailand for 6 months while claiming a New York apartment, they won't just ask questions, they will freeze your assets. This is why you need to stop thinking about banks and start thinking about rails. You need structures designed for high-velocity, borderless movement, not just a place to park your $50,000 to $150,000 remote income. Here's why even the top-rated budget apps accelerate this problem. Most are built on fragile banking cores that weren't designed for someone who changes countries every 90 days. Apps recommended by NerdWallet for 2026 look polished on the surface, but beneath them sit legacy compliance engines now required to flag nomadic cross-border patterns under global AML and CRS frameworks 3-4. In the 2026 landscape, the all-in-one banking solution is a myth. If you rely on a single app for your budgeting, spending, and saving, you have a single point of failure. This is why the Nomad capitalist philosophy suggests going where you're treated best, which often means splitting your financial life across 3 different types of institutions, 5-6. One for earning, Wise, one for growing, IBKR, and one for extreme liquidity and borderless rails, crypto Binance. This trifecta ensures that even if one app requests a new utility bill you don't have, your lifestyle doesn't grind to a halt. Despite increased scrutiny in 2026, Wise remains the industry standard for nomads who need to move money across borders. While it's technically an electronic money institution or EMI, rather than a full bank with deposit insurance, its utility is unmatched. Wise provides multi-currency accounts with local IBANs in over 10 currencies, solving the massive problem for US nomads who need to receive SEPA transfers, authority. Unlike 2025, where Wise was seen as a luxury, it is now a requirement for anyone pursuing geo-arbitrage, earning in USD, and spending in low-cost hubs like Tbilisi, 9K. In February 2026, Yahoo Finance ranked Wise among the top mobile banking apps for its transparency and low fees, 10. However, the 2026 risk is real. Wise can and will close your account if your address verification fails, 17. To stay safe, never use Wise as your primary long-term storage for wealth. Use it for what it is, a high-efficiency rail to convert your remote salary and pay local expenses. If you are earning 6 figures and pursuing FIRE, you should not be keeping more than 2 months of expenses in a traditional banking app. The real banking hack for sophisticated nomads is Interactive Brokers, or IBKR. It is widely considered the only international brokerage that doesn't close your account just because you moved to a new country. Because IBKR is a brokerage and not a retail bank, they are much more comfortable with clients residing in over 200 different jurisdictions. You can hold your cash in USD, earn market-leading interest rates, and even use their debit card for daily spending in many regions. By keeping your main FIRE fund in globally accessible ETFs like VWCE or VUSE, you move your wealth out of the reach of standard retail bank freezes. While Fifth Third now offers spending insights for domestic customers, nomads need asset protection across jurisdictions, which is why IBKR is the only institution that truly expects you to live globally. 13. IBKR gives you the ability to maintain a professional investment profile, while your physical location remains fluid. If this is saving you money, hit like. It helps more nomads find this channel. We are witnessing a massive shift in how the world views liquidity. As of May 9, 2026, CoinDesk reports that users in emerging markets are now treating crypto exchanges like Binance as their primary banking apps. 14. For nomads, this is a survival strategy. When traditional rails fail or local currencies inflate, stablecoins provide a borderless alternative. Unlike 2025, where crypto was seen as speculative, In 2026, it is a functional tool for paying rent and receiving client payments in countries with restrictive banking systems. This is particularly relevant for those earning over $126 to $500 and using the foreign earned income exclusion to stay tax compliant while traveling. 1516. If you have your remote income paid in USDC or USDT to a cold storage wallet or a reputable exchange, you are effectively bypassing the freeze risk of the legacy banking system. However, don't confuse an exchange for a long-term savings vehicle. The goal is to move money through these apps to maintain liquidity, while your real wealth stays in your IBKR Fortress account. To stay liquid heading into 2027, you must implement the 3-tier stack immediately. Tier 1 is your operating account. Use Wise or Revolut for this. Keep no more than $5,000 here at any time. Tier 2 is your liquidity rail. This is your Binance or hardware wallet for stablecoins. Tier 3 is your Fortress account. This is interactive brokers. According to the IRS, you must still report these accounts on your FBAR if you are a U.S. citizen and the aggregate balance exceeds $10,000 at any point. 1718. As you plan your 2027 moves, consider how these apps interact with your 183-day rule strategy. 16. If you spend less than 6 months in any one country, these apps become your only fixed infrastructure. By May 2026, the Nomads who are winning are the ones who have stopped trying to convince traditional banks to like them. They have moved to platforms that expect them to be global. Don't settle for the default mode of a single savings account. Ruthlessly optimize around a stack that actually supports a deliberate mobile life. 10. You now know that the perfect banking app doesn't exist. Only a perfectly structured stack can protect you from the 2026 Nomad Purge. If you're ready to stop being at the mercy of an algorithm and start building a truly borderless financial life, subscribe. We break down the deep Nomad finance strategies you need every week. Next video, the 7 territorial tax countries, where your remote income stays 100% untaxed heading into 2027.